Going back a little in time, could you please tell us, and I know it must be painful, but what exactly happened in 1984 riots? Because we have heard so much about it, and there have been so many different narratives that have been put out there. If you could just please tell us what happened in the genocide, and if you have any personal stories about it.
See, Ojaswi, it is difficult, you know. See, when you stray away from the preachings of your guru, and when you start to consider a mortal as your 12th guru, I mean, there are bound to be problems. And well, this all happened as a part of a political design. And this political design was to actually have an edge in Punjab over other political parties. And then the establishment created this whole story. And General Singh Khalsa Pindrawale was, given all sorts of power. Can you imagine a DIG rank officer being killed and his body not being touched or picked up for good 4-5 hours? I mean, even the central establishment was trying to give a message to the people of Punjab that somebody else here is more powerful, and then that power got into the head of those people, and then well, they were at the verge of declaring an independent state of Khalistan, which was obviously not acceptable to all. There was there was uh, there was a lot of disturbance, and then it had to be corrected. Well, whatever happened was very unfortunate. Nothing of that sort should have ever happened. But post assassination of Indira Gandhi, the then Prime Minister of India, Rajiv Gandhi, on several occasions, had tried to justify what happened. The entire cadre of Congress party then in India went on the streets, and mobs of them would go out and say, "खून का बदला खून, सरदारों तुमने हमारी माँ मारी है, हम तुमको मारेंगे." And I'm sure you would have heard the Prime Minister. It's very political statement. I don't know. I should make this statement here or not, but the Prime Minister of India, from a public stage, said, "जब एक बड़ा पेड़ गिरता है तो धरती हिलती है." And जसवी जब धरती हिलती है ना, तो सिर्फ सिख मारे जाते हैं. And it is a state-sponsored genocide. The Prime Minister of India, the government of the day, was complicit. The political cadre of the then government of India, the then Prime Minister of India, they were all complicit in killings. And they were horrifying incidents. The honor of women disregarded. Sikhs burnt alive, massacred, killed. Why? Because they are Sikh. No other reason. No other reason. So it was a genocide that was conducted by the government. The establishment was complicit. They did not call in for the army to come and take control of the situation. Delhi police was a spectator, and crowds and mobs were led by Congress leaders. And these leaders were later rewarded for their acts. Some became ministers, some became parliamentarians. And the last one was Kamal Nath, I mean, how worse could you rub salt into the wounds of Sikhs when they've not been healed yet? He was made Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Jagdish Titler remained Union Minister. Sajjan Kumar remained Minister. He was a parliamentarian. Congress kept backing him. I mean, that was literally giving it in your face that we will not persecute these people and we will not punish them. So if you have a problem, deal with it. I mean, that's the sort of message the political establishment gave us for a very long time. But yes, I mean, there is some solace after so many years that finally people start getting punished. Now, Sajjan Kumar in jail, Jagdish Titler should land up in jail very soon. And others have died a natural death without getting punished. They went unpunished. I mean, that's the sad part. But yes, it is a black spot in the history of this country, and it will remain to be. But what I am more concerned about is that the horrific incidents of that time are being used by people for political gains now, which is not correct, which should have never been the case. My personal experiences from 84 is, yes, I have lost cousins, I have lost friends in the family, and I mean, not just during the riots, even in the aftermath of the riots. I mean, one whole generation of Sikhs from Punjab was wiped out. And dare I mention, the ruling party was again Congress. So, I mean, this is something that we need to deal with, all right. But I don't hold any grudge against the current dispensation, because somehow I feel that, I mean, these are the people who pursued the cases, they opened up the cases, the closed chapters, they reopened these cases, reinvestigated them, and had these people punished eventually,
Namaste. We hope you enjoyed this Chitti Media content. Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.